The murder of rapper Drakeo the Ruler has been unsolved until today. Because in this video, I'm revealing the name of the person who killed Drakeo the Ruler, I'm revealing the face of the person who killed Drakeo the Ruler, and I'm breaking down in grave details how they were able to kill Drakeo the Ruler at a packed out festival.
I'm reporting from the block where the truth gets stretched. Journalism with an edge. Every story I fetch. Mic levels on crisp. Every quote get checked. Podcast booming, turn opinions into verified fact. Voice for the unheard. Pain that I narrate. Turn a booth into a newsroom. Pressure I translate.
Boy, Flakko just dropped a bombshell last night. Boy, he said he's about to reveal the killer of Drakeo the Ruler, man. There's been rumors going around, man. Everybody dropping all kinds of content on this situation. Flakko said he's about to let it be known. He's tired of these gang bangers, man, out here in these LA streets, and it's time to clear up. But here's the kick, though. Flakko is in North Dakota. Man, them guys out there in California are tearing them gang bangers up right now, man. I ain't gonna talk too much, though, man. Hopefully everybody be all right through this situation, man. Everybody come out, you know, the way it's supposed to come out, however it do. Man, but y'all make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that hype button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. Let's see what Flakko got to talk about, man. And I'm pretty sure it's a whole lot. And y'all already know we're going to have the speed going faster, though.
Ruler has been unsolved until today. Because in this video, I'm revealing the name of the person who killed Drakeo the Ruler, I'm revealing the face of the person who killed Drakeo the Ruler, and I'm breaking down in grave details how they were able to kill Drakeo the Ruler at a packed out festival.
Chaos at a packed concert featuring rap legends like Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube. A person was stabbed and police have shut down the show.
Well, a man is reported dead after being stabbed at a concert in Exposition Park last night. TMZ is reporting the victim was rapper Drakeo the Ruler. It happened around 8:30 last night during the Once Upon a Time in LA Music Festival being held at the Bank of California Stadium.
A couple of days ago, I made a post where I announced I'm about to expose and reveal who killed a really famous LA rapper. A lot of famous LA rappers have died. I never said the name of who I was about to expose. But when that post went up, almost immediately, hit dogs began hollering. One of the hit dogs who's been hollering the loudest, trying to get me not to drop this video, is Inglewood family blood Munchie B, who Drakeo the Ruler famously dissed in his Inglewood diss when he says, "I just dropped 50 on a blind ninja, he ain't see it coming." He was talking about Munchie B. Munchie B thought that targeting me and my parents for something one of my relatives did would sway me from dropping this video. It didn't. Munchie would even make a threat that he wasn't done with me and he was gonna be at me every day if I dropped this video.
Frederick, your real name, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, Frederick, Jala, I'm gonna tell you why your name, that last name, on Inglewood family. Any female need to run from the Jala last name. It ain't straight. On any resume, it ain't straight.
I'll be the first person to tell you, bro. When it comes to this YouTube stuff, you can't be in the streets, dog, because these guys on YouTube who's articulate with this content, bro, and really got a thing for y'all gangbangers, man, they gonna tear you up every time because they can talk about stuff that you actively got going on in your life at that moment that could be detrimental to you in this internet space. You get what I'm saying? So, bro, man, the streets is over with. I ain't gonna say they dead because they always gonna be there, man, but sometimes when you get a certain age, it's time to let that go, bro.
Straight. I swear to God, bro. Flakko. I'm not done right here, bro. I'm on your bumper because you're a horny frog, bro.
On Bloods, why this nigga so mad? Come on, Blood, I don't understand. Blood, why this nigga so mad? Swoop. Because I'm confused, all right? If you have nothing to do with Drakeo the Ruler's death, if you or your homies and Inglewood families have nothing to do with Drakeo the Ruler's death, then why are you going so hard trying to get me not to drop this video? Once that didn't work, another Blood from Inglewood called Frosty the Snowman, who in my opinion was put up to this by—
Hey, bro, look, dude, he looked kind of sort of like Almighty Suspect for real, though.
Munchie B, called Adam 22 and began to threaten Adam 22 that if I drop this video exposing Drakeo the Ruler's killer, that they're gonna treat it as if No Jumper dropped it. This is just age-old LA tactics.
It's kind of content it's gonna get treated like No Jumper's the ones dropping that content.
Definitely.
Which he's right. On one hand, I think Flakko's totally within his right to expose whatever the fuck he wants to say about an ongoing investigation, because I mean, it's not any different than what happens in the real media world, where the New York Times, if they find out that there's an investigation going on into a alleged crime that Donald Trump committed, they are going to publish an article.
We've been dealing with LA bullies our entire life. The reason why they contacted Adam when them coming at my family and me didn't do anything is because they think, well, Flakko is associated with No Jumper, so if Adam, you know, can get scared, then maybe Adam will scare Flakko into not doing it. Or if Adam tells Flakko, hey man, if you drop it, your job is at risk, bro. just, again, LA bully tactics that didn't work, right? Because Adam isn't terrified.
Rollo, get out of here. I'm doing my video, man. Don't come back in here. Shut the door.
Isn't scared. Nobody is scared of gangbangers anymore, blood. That's a fact. All right, gangbangers don't scare nobody. So, of course, none of it works. But I'm confused as to why Munchie B is going this hard because I'm in gang members' business. When Munchie B has kept me in gang members' business for as long as I known him. Somebody go ask Munchie B.
So you can't contradict yourself, Munchie B, man. If this true, bro, this crazy work, man, is this the reason why you pushing that Flakko the way you pushing that? That's the question. But, you know, you ain't want him in your business, you shouldn't put him in your business. Whatever he know is what y'all telling him and what them jokers putting on the internet. And no, I'm not vouching for Flakko at all. I'm not cool with none of that, but that's just the way this internet space is, bro. You're going to have to get with it or get lost in the sauce.
How me, a civilian from North Dakota, knows who shot and killed Rosemo in Inglewood. Go ask him. Just so the streets don't think I'm bluffing, I'm going to give the streets a hint of safe, something right now that only the streets would know that I know. I got. That's the hint. Now, I would never reveal this information,
what he said.
But
Y'all
if
know what
Munchie
he
B
said,
has
let me know
kept
what
me in the streets business for a long time, why is he all of a sudden mad that I'm doing street content? Is it because he's intimately involved with Drakeo the Ruler's death? See, I asked Munchie B this on the No Jumper show.
Again, from my perspective, if Munchie is saying he has nothing to do with that, then why Munchie be so that he's willing to diss me and go out the way to cause this much trouble?
Hey, Flakko, hey. It's like, look.
If he answer that question, though, if Munchie B has nothing to do
He looking for a certain answer. I ain't gonna give it to him.
Going out of his way.
I feel like he's the only podcaster from Inglewood family, so he feels like it's kind of on him.
So the families have something to do with that.
I don't know what you talk. What are we talking about, bro?
Okay, let's be real.
Ask my question again.
When it comes to Bloods, Munchie is obviously kind of the.
That boy Flakko got whatever detective he talking to is coaching him, bro.
It has always been at the forefront of the Drakeo versus the Bloods beef. So I feel like it's not really that surprising that Munchie ends up speaking on behalf of the other side of that, right?
I think like
Munchie B has said he has nothing to do with that. The Bloods had nothing to do with that. Family had nothing to do with that. So again, if Munchie B and Inglewood families had nothing to do with that, then why is Munchie B so passionate about this and is causing this much trouble with dissing over a potential video that don't even exist yet?
What was I trying to do, Munchie? Well, if Munchie B don't want to give the world an answer as to why he's so upset I'm doing this video, then I'll give the world the answer. The reason why Munchie B is so upset is because the person who killed Drakeo the Ruler, the person who took the knife and actually stabbed Drakeo the Ruler, well, that person is really close to Munchie B. But of course, I'm not saying anything new because Munchie B slipped up and said on Clubhouse that he passed a bottle to Drakeo the Ruler's killer almost every day.
No, man, Drakeo is dead, bro. What are we talking about? Don't make me disrespectful.
Hold on, homie.
Hey, bro, look. Hold on. Hey, you know Drakeo shit used to be on the table and ain't there no more, right? Hold on. You know Drakeo shit was on the table and ain't there no more, right? Hold on. You do know I did. I said Drakeo and his brother worked there on Friday. You know, on there every Tuesday, right? Shut your dumb ass up, bro. You sound, hey, bro. Drakeo is dead, bro. Hey, bro. Bro, the nigga that killed Drakeo, I passed the bottle back and forth to him all the time. What are we talking about? Bro, Drakeo is dead, bro. Drakeo is dead, bro. Why are you talking about that nigga?
Hey, bro, you heard what I just said, right?
Drakeo put 50 on a blind nigga and he's dead. Why are you talking about him?
Drakeo the Ruler ain't never dead. His long live the ruler forever. But I'm glad you said that because it's time to expose which one of Munchie B's friends who killed Drakeo the Ruler that he passes the bottle to every day. And I'm also glad, Munchie, that you contacted the Crips to apologize for saying too much because your homie is responsible for other people's deaths. I'm glad you called.
Man, he got a vendetta. And what's crazy, though, I'm pretty sure Flakko gonna talk about this in the future of this video, but he's the one that got Munchie B up there. Was this a whole get-up plan on Munchie B from the jump, bro? I know y'all remember that clip I showed y'all when Munchie B and Almighty Suspect was talking on the news, and they was running them clips, and Almighty Suspect screamed out, Flakko been compromised, Munchie B. I say, dog, let's go to.
And apologize and confirm that your homie is the killer of Drakeo the Ruler. I'm glad you did that, Munchie. I'm glad you were dumb enough to confess that your homie is the one who killed Drakeo the Ruler. Now, unfortunately for you, I got his identity, his name, and let's expose that right now. When Drakeo the Ruler was initially invited to the festival that he lost his life at, he was skeptical. He was reluctant to go. Because when you look at the flyer for the festival, YG was also set to perform. And obviously Drakeo and the world was well aware that while YG was discussing Drakeo the Ruler on No Jumper, YG told Adam 22 that he's not doing no rap beef with Drakeo, right? Him and his dudes beef for real. And if it's beef, which it was with YG and Drakeo, him and his dudes is gonna come and get you. Drakeo understood that was a threat towards him, and that YG was publicly stating that they're gonna come and get Drakeo.
Like, people be knowing, like, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I'm not finna be going out there doing no rap diss and shit. It's like, if it's smoke, it's really smoke with us. We ain't playing, you know? So, like, I'm gonna tell the homies the same shit, bro. I done told D3 that, like, we ain't doing none of that weird shit for nothing, for the rap. No, we not on none of that. We trying to make hits. We gonna move around, get rich, have fun. All that rap beef and all that shit. We not rap beefing, we really beefing. The homies gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we ain't even trying to do that.
That's nasty work, boy. Flakko a fool with this one, man. I didn't even know Drakeo, and that's how much I didn't even know who Drakeo the Ruler was until he died. I knew who YG was because he had major hits, but Drakeo the Ruler, I guess he was on the come up, man. Y'all don't kill me, LA. I'm just keeping it a man with y'all.
Bro, we chilling. We not on that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I tell the homies. That's what I tell the homies that my who I be with, that I hang with. You know what I'm saying? Like D3 young, bro, that's not cool. Like, we ain't doing none of that.
Right. It's kind of like a shortcut to like getting you a couple million views.
As reluctant as he was, Drakeo still agreed to come to the festival and perform for several reasons. A, he was being paid $50,000 to come and perform. And then two, Snoop Dogg personally called Drakeo and asked him to come to the festival and perform. Drakeo had love for Snoop, so he couldn't turn that down. And Drakeo also got assurance from people he respected like Wack 100 who told him that they will be there as well. So if he come early enough, they'll be able to link up with him and he will have some reinforcement. However, Drakeo the Ruler came super late and came out.
I honestly think that Snoop Dogg or Wack 100 had nothing to do with this man's death, but who knows, bro? I don't know. We all don't know, but Flakko about to let us know his perspective of what he think. How credible is Poetik Flakko is the question. Let's keep it going.
After Wack 100 and his crew already left.
We was actually waiting on Drakeo to make sure he got in and out right, but shit, we waited on him an hour and something. You know, I had 100 tickets. I had 4 artists performing. I had Game, I had Blueface, Coyote, and True Car. So I told Nephew we was gonna wait up for him and make sure he got in and out of there right. But after holding Blue and holding Game and the team, oh wow, they was with it. And like, bro, we don't think he gonna show up, let's roll. I called his little brother and was there early by 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you know, they was good. By the time we got to the Sprinter and got to the freeway, we got the call, he was dead.
Drakeo needed every one of those numbers to save his life because the plot to murder Drakeo was already in place by the time Drakeo got to the festival. Now, the reason why Drakeo was so late to the festival is because he had to make multiple stops before getting to the festival.
Who told Flakko all this? I know Munchie B wasn't talking like this now, telling him all this information. This is crazy work, bro. He been sitting around eavesdropping conversations and everything up there. That's crazy.
So Drakeo and his security guard met up at his home in the hills. Drakeo and his security guard left his house in the hills and drove over to the Awful Lot of Costa parking lot to link up with Ralphie, K7, Chief and Heavily, and others to then drive over to the festival. Before they started driving over to the festival, Drakeo had a conversation with everybody he was with. He told everybody, get rid of whatever you guys have on you. Get rid of any guns, anything illegal you guys have on you, get rid of it right now.
I wonder why.
Drakeo didn't want to get to the festival and have problems with the police or security. So he told his crew, whatever you guys have on you, get rid of it right now. Everybody who was with Drakeo got rid of everything illegal they had on them before they began to drive over to the festival. While Drakeo was driving over to the festival, he was getting live updates from members of his entourage, like Donut, who was already at the festival. Drakeo had a hunch something was wrong, so he had people at the festival setting parameter and just like testing the temperature and looking at who was already there. Drakeo felt a little more at ease as they got closer to the festival because the people he had in place at the festival already was telling Drakeo, yo, we ran across YG and his homies and these bloods that we don't get along with, but they seen us, they know we are a part of your entourage and we're part of your crew, and they didn't do nothing or say nothing to us. So it looks like everything is chill. At the time, they seen that as a positive sign. But looking back in hindsight, that was a negative sign.
Because like I said, we was there checking in. We been there all day. I personally was there all day. I ain't gonna say where I was little. I checked, you know, for the check-in team. So we there. They said, we go with the homies. Now let's stay here, man. Make sure it's cool for them. Make sure it's, you know, feasible. Niggas got current, you know, it's comfortable. We going into everybody who we think we gonna bump heads with. Ain't nothing happens. A couple of us. Nothing happens.
In hindsight, that was a bad sign. They seen you guys. They didn't get along with you guys, but nobody said nothing. That's because y'all weren't the target. They weren't going to set it off with the entourage and now everybody gets kicked out and then they miss Drakeo when Drakeo come in. No, Drakeo the Ruler was the target from the very beginning. Drakeo was walking into a literal death trap. Everybody was colluding against Drakeo the Ruler. When Drakeo, his security guard, Ralphie, K7, Chief and Heavily, when they got to the festival.
Ralphie the Plug is a smooth guy. That's Drakeo the Ruler's brother, bro. He be up there with Munchie B every day. So not every day, but he works in the same facility that Munchie B work in. And if Munchie B has something to do with it, and if Ralphie the Plug was really on something, I think that something would have went down up there in No Jumper if somebody killed his brother, bro. So Munchie B might not have had nothing to do with this. I think this might be just a little juiced up play ran on Munchie. Munchie, boy, you got to roll with the punches, but don't crash out.
They went to the security entrance for the artist. When they got to the security entrance for the artist, the security guard said, "What's up, blood?" And they told Drakeo the Ruler they can't go through that entrance, even though Drakeo the Ruler was performing and he was an artist. And he's like, "What? Wait, why can't I come through this entrance?" "Nah, blood, you got to go to that other entrance." As they was driving to the other entrance, there was a van in front of them. They watched the van drive all the way through the security entrance and didn't get checked at all. But when Drakeo and his crew of people got there, their cars got checked. They got stripped. They got checked as if this was like the airport security, bro. They couldn't even bring a lighter in, but a van in front of them went right through. This is when Drakeo ignored a couple of signs that was supposed to trigger something within him. The van before you got right through without being checked. The security guard, who was a blood, told you can't go through the artist entrance. You had to go through this other entrance you had no idea of. Clearly something was up. After they was done getting checked, they got the green.
Somebody in that car was talking to Poetik Flakko, bro. Done told him everything for this story.
Like to proceed further. And when they was driving up, they went past that van. And the van that didn't get checked, when they drove past it, they seen members from YG crew, 400 members, they were in that van. When they finally hopped out the vehicle, they began to walk past several members of 400 and YG crew with 400 shirts on. They also walked past several BPS members. One member right here you see have a Cardinals jacket on. When Drakeo finally walked in, it was a literal united Blood Nation front against Drakeo. A private investigator says when he reviewed the footage of Drakeo at the festival getting into the altercation that took his life, he counted 113 Blood members who swarmed Drakeo. It was perfectly clear this wasn't something that happened on the whim. This was something that was carefully and strategically planned out. This was a murder that was planned out days in advance. Because when Drakeo walked in, people had on ski masks. A rapper named K7 who was fighting next to Drakeo identified the man who was able to sneak in the knives to give to the assassins. His name is Gloves. He was YG security guard for years, and he still is.
Cheers. I'm speaking facts, bro. YG in real life. And all the bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm so mad, bro. My mama, bro. YG did some hoes, bro. And if I see come, I'm gonna slap the shit out that. On all this puff talking like they hard, bro, but you fight big ass security. You got those security guards fighting. Like, come on, bro. That's cool, bro. On my mama, bro. The big ass ball security guard snuck in knives, all type of weird shit.
The person he's saying snuck the knives in that was used to kill Drakeo is a man by the name of Big Gloves, as you see right here. He's YG security guard. Anywhere you see YG, you see him. This was strategically and methodically planned because as soon as Drakeo walked in at 8:30, and by 8:32, it already sparked off. They were already in place, already had their knives, waiting for Drakeo to walk in so they could murder Drakeo.
We got there at 8:30. It was cracking at 8:32, like type shit. Like,
wow.
Yeah, that's the type of shit. Yeah.
I think your mom said it was around 40 to 60 men in masks.
No, it was like 100 something.
Really?
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
What do you say to people saying it was a setup? Because they were saying he shouldn't have been on the same bill as some of those other people at all.
I mean, shit. It's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, you know. I wouldn't say, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Like, you know what I'm saying? We pulled up at 8:30, 8:32, it was cracking. Like,
yeah.
Shit like that.
So I'm guessing you saw it happen.
That was a complete setup. I ain't gonna say the people in the venue set him up, or it might have been because they making him go ride behind the van that YG homies in. They can't go through an entrance. Bro, yeah, that was a setup. I don't know how far it goes, but man, that was a setup. Them boys knew that they was gonna do that to Drakeo.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything happened in motion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right then and there. It wasn't no 70 people who's packing out Drakeo. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just happened right there.
Yeah.
I feel like it just happened like all in one motion. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody ever got to Drakeo, like, to just get Drakeo. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was all in emotion.
Yeah.
The footage of them getting swarmed from 100 Bloods, from Pyrus to Inglewood families to BPS, that's on YouTube. Now, if you look at the still shot from this video, you see Drakeo is behind his security. Drakeo is still swinging, but he's behind his security. Now, a lot of people mistakenly believe this is the footage of Drakeo getting stabbed. It's not. When they walked in, they walked past BPS members, Inglewood family members, a lot of Bloods, they weren't fazed. They began to walk, trying to get to their place, trying to get on stage, trying to perform. Drakeo homie, Chiefin Heavily, who has a store in LA, he falls behind. And as he falls behind the group, they try to rob him for his chain. Some Blood members try to rob him for his chain. When they try to rob him, he was able to escape.
Boy, them Bloods was on go. They had an agenda, boy. They was marking their territory. That's what it sounds like right now, man. That button was pressed on him.
And he runs over to Drakeo, Ralphie, and the crew and says, yo, they just try to rob me. Some Bloods try to rob me. Drakeo says, what? Drakeo security, Coop, tells Drakeo, hey, yo, keep pushing. Keep going. Drakeo said, F that. Who did it? As Drakeo turned around to try to figure out who tried to rob his homies, they swarmed them. They absolutely swarmed them. Now, they was fighting for about a minute. Drakeo did not get stabbed in that video. Drakeo did not get stabbed in that video. They were fighting for about a minute. As they were fighting for about a minute, LAPD begins to walk down, so the crowd begins to disperse. However, there's people still there. Now, LAPD is shouting, the security guard is shouting at LAPD, yo, get them, get them. Multiple dudes then bum rushed Drakeo and his security guard, Coop. Coop then was able to get one dude, but then the other dude was able to go around Coop and stab Drakeo in his neck and stabbed him. Coop is yelling at LAPD.
Man, the way he explaining it, bro, it seems like he was there. Was Flakko in the building?
Get him. LAPD then flashed the light, and before they could flash the light, the dude took off. But who was that dude that stabbed Drakeo in his neck? Who was it? He's a friend of Munchie B called Frankenstone. His legal name is Frank Williams. Now, this particular screenshot right here is footage from another murder Frank Williams is involved in. We are not going to show the footage or identify the victim of the murder because we personally don't want to include the victim in anything out of respect for him and his family. That footage that I'm not going to show nor identify who the victim was, that footage is of Frankenstone, aka Frank Williams, stabbing another victim in the neck after an altercation at an after-party spot. He murdered.
He loved using a knife. That guy right there, you can tell whoever he is, bro, he done been to prison before.
This victim the same way he murdered Drakeo. The victim held his hand out to shake Frank Williams' hand. Frank Williams refused to shake his hand and then stalked him all across the building and then ultimately stabbed him. Now, the police believe that he did this to promote or assist the Black Peace Stones. He's currently out on bail as he's fighting this murder case. Now, when he found out that I was going to do this video about him, that I was going to identify him as the man who stabbed and killed Drakeo the Ruler, he deleted his Instagram, his Facebook, he deleted all traces of himself from online. But it's too late for him to run and hide. The police have identified him because people who were present has identified him as the one who did it. Not only is the police identifying him as a suspect in this, but the streets, him and his homies, have told people that he was the one who stabbed and killed Drakeo. The streets credit him, Frankenstone, Frank Williams, as the one who stabbed and killed Drakeo the Ruler. People who were present behind the scenes have told anyone willing to listen that Frankenstone is who stabbed and killed Drakeo the Ruler. It's just a fact.
All right, man, we gonna end that right there, man. Y'all wanna go check out the rest of this, man. You got a couple minutes left. Y'all go straight over there to Poetik Flakko, man. Hey, this guy is a wild boy, man. It's the internet days, bro. Hopefully they don't catch up with you, Flakko, boy. This little picture right here with this outfit he got on with the red bandanas, man, that's gonna be that's classic, bro. That's gonna go down as an icon. That's gonna be legendary, bro. He done did some stuff right here now. Wow. But y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comment. Tell me what y'all think about Flakko and this Drakeo the Ruler situation, man. Revealing the guy who unalived Drakeo the Ruler, allegedly, bro. But let Flakko tell it, man, they already know you did it, bro. Ain't no use to you deleting your social medias and all that. Say, I don't even want to say it, but this part of one of Munchie B's homeboys, allegedly, bro. That's crazy. Hopefully Munchie B escaped up out of this. Hopefully he ain't got nothing to do with, even if it's a RICO or anything, bro. He's smooth on this right here. But They trying to get YG, bro. They is trying to get YG. I think motherfuckers had the agenda, waited on the exact right time. They say, Munchie B say, one more thing that's crazy, man, we running it. And the time is ticking. That's what happened. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I don't know. Just keep it real. We're going to call a ball a ball, a strike a strike. The Metaverse Umpire, BT Scoop. I'm out.
Scoop right beside me, recording every update. We drop gems back to back like broadcasts on the front page. No cap allowed, only real ones allowed in the session. We fact check rumors, turn lies into lessons. Independent press, ain't no label that a nigga reppin'. Every episode hit like a streetwise confession. From live streams to articles, the work don't stop. We break stories before anchors, even read from the top. Headphones on tight, every beat getting chopped. It's that Broadway tone, it's the truth when I talk.